Hi everyone, back today with another video, and this is just a quick video on how you can get this mount in 30 minutes or less. It really wasn't a difficult mount, and I did it while I was completing my Pathfinder. If you've been watching my other videos, you know I've been really struggling with the Skyriding flying. It's been making me feel quite unwell. So I finally decided to go and finish the Pathfinder, and while I was doing that, I went and did what was needed to collect this mount. And all you need to do is to hunt down all of the glyphs in all of the zones on this new expansion, essentially. And you just fly through them. You don't have to do anything special. You just find them and fly through them in all of them in all of the zones. There's quite a lot of them, but it's really easy to do, especially if you've got an add-on. I'm using HandyNotes, especially if you've got an add-on that's showing you where it is. It's a pretty cool mount for just a couple of minutes. I mean, it's an arachnophobe's worst dream, but flying spiders who isn't a bit weirded out by that. So I'm just going to show you here how I was collecting the mount and a couple of thoughts I had while I was doing it. And it's actually pretty simple. If you have HandyNotes add-on, which is what I'm using here to show you on the map where the little glyphs are, you just go and collect those, essentially. And this probably isn't good for the algorithm, telling you in the first 40 seconds how to go get this mount, but here I am telling you that anyway. If you're like me, you've been ignoring these glyphs. I have, because with the last expansion, getting the glyphs meant you got some sort of a boost to your skywriting, and I was like, no, I don't want that going any faster. So I've been ignoring them for quite some time now without realizing that collecting all of them in all of the different zones will give you the mount. So I went and did that after I did the Pathfinder quest. I found that some of the glyphs were in a tricky spot. Like, it would have been really hard to reach it with the skywriting. They were up high, or they were in a tricky to get to spot. And without the ability to stop or hover or just fly directly up, it's not impossible. I mean, if you're better equipped to do skywriting than I am, it's probably fine. But yeah, I did find that having the Pathfinder achievement really helped. And to get the Pathfinder achievement, all I had left was to go and explore the zones. I had a little bit left in the Isle of Dawn and a little bit left in Hallerfall, and I'd done the rest of it. So check and see what you've got left there to finish that Pathfinder achievement, to get that other version of flying before you go do this. Just so that way, if you're trying to do it and you can't reach the glyph, you've got the option to switch and you're not stuck there waiting for the little bubbles to fill back up so you can try again. So they're just in all of the zones. I did find one of the ones in Spiderland was a bit tricky. I had trouble finding it, and it turns out it was under a daily quest. So make sure you turn the daily quests off on your map so you can't see them if you're using HandyNotes, so it's not covering where the glyph is. If you're finding this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a like and subscribe. It's free for you and super helpful for me, and it lets me know what kind of content you want me to keep creating. So clicky on that like and subscribe button. You're about to see me collect the final one for my achievement. It was just behind this big tree here in the Isle of Dawn. It took a bit for me to figure out where that was. I just wasn't looking at the map properly. I don't know. Locationally challenged is all I can say. But I did get there in the end, and it only took me about half hour with my slow flying and my locationally challenged. And it's an all right mount. It's not great for my motion sickness. It's probably fine on the slower flying, because until the skywriting, I haven't had any problems with flying on the bouncy mounts. So it's been the super speed flying that's my problem. But yeah, it's a pretty cool mount. It's cool when it's flying, but I like it best when it runs. It's just, I don't know. You're just going to set off arachnophobes everywhere, I think. Flying spiders is just a special level of nope. So yeah, if you're looking to get this mount, go and give it a go. It's really not difficult. It's a good way to spend some time while you're queued for a raid or for a dungeon or something. Those periods of time where you can't really do other things while you're waiting. And you can do it in intervals. You don't have to go do it all at once, but it's a really easy mount to have. It's a really easy mount to get, and you can weird out a couple of people with your super weird flying spider. So go and collect your own nightmarish mount and ride together into the sunset. As always, remember, girls don't play WoW.